reporting the stories that matter to you. This is Fox 40 News at 10.
You people are fakes, phonies, and frauds. You're no different than the last council.
Tensions high tonight at the Binghamton City Council work session after a piece of citizen-proposed legislation. We'll bring you the details. Plus, a new place dedicated to entrepreneurs to get their business off the ground. And a push in the fight against the opioid epidemic. Fox 40 News at 10 starts right now. Good evening, I'm Brooke Warpus. We begin tonight with breaking news. Crews are currently battling a house fire at 320 Park Ave in the town of Binghamton. Our reporter Thomas Turgeon is live now at the scene. Thomas, what do you have for us?
Well, Brooke, I can tell you it's a very bright lighted Park Ave right here in Binghamton. Plenty of fire trucks here trying to take care of a blaze, as you can see behind me. A fairly large one, actually. When I first arrived on scene, EMTs were responding as soon as they can. As when it comes to details, nothing is set in stone yet, as they are currently still working on it. But plenty of fire departments here to help battle this blaze here on Park Ave. As I can still see a couple flames just shooting through the sky behind me. Plenty of smoke, but hopefully we'll have more details as the night goes on. But for now, Thomas Turgeon, Fox 40 News. Brooke, back to you. 2 people are dead after a house fire in Norwich that took 12 hours to put out. The fire department says several people were able to escape, but 2 adults did lose their lives. Tensions raised among a citizen legislation proposal. The proposal dissolving the Binghamton Police Department to help Binghamton taxpayers.
I'm disappointed in Nate Hotchkiss that he would telegraph to the media that more or less this is a dead letter item.
Shortly after that, Solak left the stand, leaving much of his proposal not discussed.
Wish he wanted to just stay on the conversation and have a conversation about what he presented, but that's not what happened tonight.
Truth Farm is continuing to fight drug addiction and overdose with their initiative making Narcan more easily accessible throughout Broome County.
Truth Farm is a nonprofit raising awareness about harm caused by substance abuse in an effort to reduce stigma.
And each box holds 10 doses of naloxone or Narcan in it.
Access to something that could very well save a life, is very important to me.
The World Health Organization estimates global cancer diagnoses will hit 35 million by 2050. Officials say on average 29,000 units of red blood are needed every day by people. Good news, because a local high school will be hosting a blood drive next week. In the works for over a year, a new computer lab is now a part of Broome County to help local entrepreneurs advance their business.
The computer lab offers free internet and proper technology to allow businesses to contact possible connections.
What we really wanted to do was showcase that we have changed our targets a little bit, and so we're really looking to attract more Main Street businesses.
100 years ago today, the annual Binghamton Automobile Show opened at the State Armory last night.
And a good Monday night. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mark Torello. All about sunshine for this past weekend, sunshine for today, and there's more to come before this week is done. Limited sun on Sunday, mid-40s, and then turning colder here by Monday. Highs approaching 38 with a wintry mix of rain and snow.
The latest from the Southern Tier sports world in this week's Plays of the Week. We get started. Brody Polachek skates by the defense, looks away, fires it at the 5-hole, nutmegs the Dendies to the hardwood. Kate Rayan for Vessel runs point, drops off for Haley Carey, pops up for a shot, fakes it, and Rayan is at the rack for 2. Our midway point, Windsor collecting a miss. Nico Soriano sees the clock ticking. Nico loads up from half court and drains it. At number 2, clock ticking as well. Shot won't go. Seaton collects it. Brian Dempsey finds it and just throws it up as time expires. Somehow, some way, sinking it. And at number 1, Newark Valley Tide as Cha Gardner gets it, looks to shoot, but lives short, gets it, puts it up and in with less than 2 seconds to go. The Binghamton University softball team hosted its media day earlier Monday, and expectations are as high as they ever been with Windsor alum Jess Bump as head coach.
Our practices are continuing to be very, very competitive. We play in 4 days, and our staff is still wondering who's going to be in the starting lineup game 1.
Well, before we go, we're going to check back in with Thomas over at the house fire at 320 Park Ave in Binghamton. Thomas, any update?
Looks like the fire is out at this point as crews are working away and just trying to get through all the rubble. No details in regards to what has started this blaze and what really happened here on 320 Park Ave in Binghamton.
That is all the time we have for you tonight. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check back in with us tomorrow night at 6 and 10 p.m. Have a great night.